It's a thing.
So, thing to note here: every time you summon somebody, be it a...
Oh, I don't understand. What did I do?
You have summoned another hunter.
Oh, okay.
And you can summon actual players, or you can summon NPC hunters, like our good buddy Alfred.
Oh, okay, that's
who
cool.
was a top chap, and he kind of looked a little bit like Bradley Wiggins.
Fair enough.
The whole like sideburn deal going on.
Well, all right.
He's a good guy.
Fair enough. I didn't know that would do that. So
every time you summon an enemy, every time you summon a hunter, though, it uses up 1 point of insight.
Okay.
And boss insight is a limited resource.
Well, this is ominous.
It's alright. You got Alfred. So.
Bloodstarved Beast.
This is a boss.
Yes, I figured as much.
This is also, but no. I mean, like this is a boss's boss.
All right. All right.
Okay. Also, the fact that you actually know how to parry attacks, this may actually make this quite a lot easier than I ever do. But okay, let's have a look.
That was a wide swing.
Yeah.
And now it's doing something. Looks like it's leaking stuff.
You probably got a good idea of what that stuff might be.
Poison?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I would say heal up first, because one swipe of that again will kill you.
I didn't realise I was just taking that poison too much.
Okay, now I've got slow poisoning. Now, if you take an antidote, so press square, there we go.
No, I lost a lot. So, people in the thread told me that the cane in whip mode has serration, which is why I'm using it that way.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And serration is a completely hidden stat for some reason.
Sorry?
And the serration is just a very, very hidden stat.
Well, so serration specifically does more damage to beast-type enemies.
I presume this is a beast. It says Bloodstarved Beast.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. It is most definitely a beast. So there's two things that do increase damage to beasts. Fire and serration.
Okay. Oh god, he's got my face. I'm gonna die. Yeah. I don't think I want to summon Alfred for that. I think it's like helping with the fight, but I also want to understand what's happening more.
You reckon? Oh, okay.
As in, he obviously does help, right?
Yeah.
And he obviously made that easier for me. But I didn't really get a sense of what was happening in that fight because so much of it was being targeted towards him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, like, I couldn't parry anything. Because, like...
Yeah, he was constantly focusing on Alfred.
Yes. Which was problematic for me. Right, okay. We'll keep going on this for a bit. Works as well.
You chase after it.
Gotcha. This way.
Real though, that was no, that was a pretty good first stab at the Bloodstar Beast. Bloodstar Beast is one of the trickier bosses in the game.
I see.
Now, you can run past everything.
That's what I made to do.
Obviously, just keep an eye on your sound.
Is it this way?
Oh yes.
Yes, I remember you. I already killed you. Right, okay. Attempt number 2.
I don't know if you've noticed your insight meter, but you will notice that actually the game is kind enough to give you a point of insight when you discover certain places like boss arenas.
Oh, I see.
Just to give you, you know, a free summon. Okay.
That makes sense. Nope, that didn't work.
So rearing up allows us to parry.
Yep.
I was kind of hoping you would get stuck in the pillar there, but no. Okay, so...
Yeah, most of this stuff looks like it's parryable. That might not be, but it's difficult to tell.
So rearing up, definitely parryable. Does...
Cox isn't good. Oh, he's eating my face again. Cox. Yeah, alright.
So...
If I get better at parrying phase 2, it'll be fine.
Sorry?
If I can get better at parrying phase 2, it'll be fine.
Yeah. The thing to be very, very wary of is when he looks like he's going to get ready to pounce. When he looks like he's going to get ready to pounce and he hasn't got his his right arm extended. Because that's when he's going to leap at you and bite your face off. If he's crouching down but he's got his right arm extended, then he's just going to do his swipe, his jumping swipe. And his jumping swipe's pretty easy to dodge. But no, it's easier to dodge because the jumping swipe is also only ever with the right hand. So then it's easier to dodge to the right or to the left. Depends on how big the arc is. Pretty well. I mean, I would say if this attempt doesn't go to plan, we may want to try and get some blood vials.
Oh yeah, like, well...
But otherwise, you're doing good now. You're doing good.
I mean, if we get to that point, then I'm just going to keep on going until I run out, and then if we get to that point, I'll just farm some later off stream.
Fair enough. Are you enjoying the boss fights so far?
I mean, they're interesting. Alright.
What? Yeah, it's,
That's fair game.
I mean, the window is not... Timing is fairly tight on that then.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I don't know. We did manage to parry the jumping swipe at least once, didn't we?
No, we parried that swipe.
Oh, okay. So it's just the standing swipe.
Yeah. So the jumping swipe you can't parry.
Doesn't it?
Like so. The standing swipe you can, which is why I want to try and get in. I wish the game was better about registering whether you've got a visceral attack going off or not.
No.
I didn't break it out of it, but I did get a shot on it for it.
Yeah.
What? Wow, arena time. Circle fighting around the pillar until you get hit once. Right, okay. That was fun.
It looks like it prefers to swipe with its... I was going to say, it looks like it prefers to swipe with its right hand, and then it goes ahead and swipes with its left arm. Okay, I think probably we don't want to try and parry that one because that's just too.
I don't have very much in terms of resources left, but it'll be fine. Who needs resources to beat a boss? Like, who needs healing? I need healing.
The one thing I really don't like about the Bloodstaff piece is that a lot of the time it does feel like, the strategy to dealing. No, actually, you're managing to dodge pretty well. For me, it always felt like the strategy to dealing with dodging or dealing with most of the Bloodstaff piece attacks was, be nowhere near it at the beginning of its attack animation.
No, I've got an idea now. I'm probably going to die, but I know how to beat this. I figured this out. Unless, phase 3 is, even more ridiculous.
Antidote.
Oh, yes. I'm dead anyway, it's fine. Yeah, I get it.
You get it?
Yeah, I understand.
It's okay.
So in phase 1
you've now sold for Bloodborne, sold for Bloodstar Beast.
I don't know phase 3 yet, but I'm pretty sure I can beat phase 2 quite easily at this point. So what's happening is in phase 2, his multi-attacks don't turn. So if you stand right next to him and he attacks you and you dodge through him as he's going for the first attack, he'll just spam attacks the rest of the way and not be able to turn fast enough. Which means that you can just walk up and stab him in the back over and over again.
Right, so whenever he does a multi-phase attack in stage 2, he just goes in a straight line then?
Yeah, pretty much. He can't turn properly.
Okay.
So if you just dodge through him, you can't dodge side to side because the arc swing is too big, but if you dodge through him, then what'll happen, he'll just run off in a corner and you can stab him in the back over and over again. So the first phase is you just parry things. Second phase is that. Third phase, don't know yet. We'll have to see. Oh, we won't see yet because I've got no blood vials anymore.
Well, you know what you could do?
What?
If you don't want to farm loads and loads of blood vials right now, what you could do is have a look in your inventory.
Yes.
You will notice that you have something called the Bold Hunter's Mark. Now, that means that you can return to the last save point with all of your blood echoes. So what you could do is you could go back to the boss arena, get your echoes, use the Bold Hunter's Mark to return to the save point, and then spend those on healing items if you're confident.
It's not worth it. Okay. The rate on echoes is 360 to 1 blood vial, right? So doing that and spending all your echoes just isn't really worth your time when you can just go back to Central Yharnam and farm the big ogre mobs over and over again.
That's fair.
This rigmarole is... Don't do this, games. Just don't ever make mechanics like this where you lose, like... Well, the punishment for attempting... Not even for attempting currency, it's the punishment for attempting a boss and trying to do something cool. Like...
And trying to do something cool.
So, in this game, if I want to go and explore that area over there, let's say, right?
Yeah.
I have to go, is it worth me doing that when doing so and dying potentially loses me all my blood echoes? That's not that relevant. What's important is it loses me every single vial I just used to get there. And if your game is a Metroidvania and it's about exploring things and encouraging the player to look around, why do that?
Because then you've kind of got that rush of like, ooh, if I go down here, there's a bit of a risk.
You don't need to do that. The threat of death is already a rush, right? Having to go back to a save point is already a rush, right?
It's the thrill of danger. It's the thrill of danger about going somewhere new and being like, well, I don't know if I can get out of this one alive.
Well,
I mean, yes, it's about exploring somewhere new, but also it's like, I don't know what's around that corner. You know, it's the kind of it's the risk, the reward. It's the. Are you a gambling man, Nat?
Yes, but I'm very good at gambling, which is why, like.
But
I don't take stupid risks, right?
Okay, but there's a kind of gambling man, who
yes, they're called bad gamblers.
It's the rush.
Yes, and they're not very good at gambling.
Most gamblers, I don't think, are quite so mathematical about the whole procedure.
Most gamblers are very, very good mathematicians. Who are very, very good mathematicians and understand the odds of what they do.
Most of those
right?
in the Leicester Square Hippodrome and all.
The thrill right around that is around whether you can bluff your opponent, all that kind of stuff.
So it's psychological. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So But sure you understand. There's a thrill about, not quite knowing the odds that you're up against, and
so it's not about that, right? If you die, you go back to the save point that you started at, right? That's already you having lost time. There's already a risk invested. It doesn't need to be made higher, right? Why am I having to now farm 20 blood vials? Not even 20, like 30, 40 blood vials because I want to fight a boss. Why? That's not fun. That's not good.
I'm just not entirely sure what sort of the alternative is. I mean, you can't have unlimited healing items.
One, Dark Souls already does this. You have limited healing items. You only have 6 of them, and they regenerate as soon as you go back, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
I mean, you also do have limited healing items as well.
2, don't have healing items, right? At all. You don't need them. Just scale the bosses based around the idea that you don't need healing at all, right? 3, why not let people have unlimited healing, right? And then scale boss damage or give bosses grievous wounds so healing becomes less effective the longer the fight goes. That's another way of doing it, right?
The longer the fight goes, so the longer the fight, okay, but then that just makes each boss. Then you could argue that makes each boss fight effectively just sort of a stamina battle. Basically, how long can you keep going? And if you sort of go long enough, then you're bound to be
hilarious. I don't know how that stab missed.
Because you didn't use the lock on?
Maybe, yeah.
What we could do is we could look at other places. If you want, if you don't want to farm right now, we can go and have a look at other places.
No, the boss is here. The boss is here. Yeah, I need to farm before I do it, and then I'll do some practice. I'll blow it up next week.
Nat, we could. There are other places. This is something that people in various threads have said before. Your single-mindedness, your tenacity, when you encounter a roadblock, is admirable.
There's a thing that's interesting that I want to kill, right?
Okay, that's fair.
And I don't want to look around and do other stuff when there's this thing in front of me. It's all I want to fight. So I'm going to do it. And I know that the game wants me to look around, but that's fine. It's just not who I am.
What I feel like Metroidvanias, I feel like somehow Metroidvanias sort of almost run just counter to your general game sort of philosophy of enjoyment.
Well,
which raises the question: why are we still playing these? How have we played so many, and why are we still playing them?
Because there are some that I really, really liked. So Hollow Knight has the best version of healing.
I know. Okay, so
by miles.
I like the Hollow Knight's healing system, and one could argue that Hollow Knight is basically a better version of Bloodborne, a better 2D version of Bloodborne.
I love how he just doesn't seem to have been aggroed onto me, and then he's just like, now it's time for murder. Would you stop?
There we go. See, all's well that ends well. And your blood stain should be around here somewhere.
No, I mean, I didn't have very much on me, I don't really care.
You had some.
I had 600 souls, it's nothing.
Oh,
It's like an ogre. Where was the one on the bloody wall? I don't know where he went. Oh well. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Oh, you spotted him.
Hi, friend. Can you come and jump on me now?
Rather disappointingly, you can't actually target him and shoot him off. You can probably guess what's going to happen.
Yeah, I go in here and he drops down, right? Beast Blood Pellet. Hello. I love this game's lock-on. It's literally the best in the world. Alright, let's see if I'm going to die here. Yes. I did get the visceral attack. The sound effect did go on.
You parried me, Brave Hunter, but you also got hit in the process.
Yes. I don't particularly enjoy that parry mechanic. Where if they've just got enough forward momentum, it does not matter.
Well, it's the fact that you're parrying them at the same time that they are hitting you.
Yes, that's literally what a parry is!
Yeah, but two things can happen at the same time, can't they? Simultaneous events.
We'll have a look soon enough. Alright guys, thank you all very, very much for watching. And we will catch you all next time.
I think I may have to lead next time. I think I'm just going to have to be I'm going to have to enforce relentless positivity.
Of course.
I'm high on life.